Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the North American T-6 Texan. The North American Aviation T-6 Texan is an American single-engine advanced trainer aircraft used to train pilots of the United States Army, Air Forces, United States Navy, Royal Air Force, and other air forces of the British Commonwealth during World War II and into the 1970s. Designed by North American Aviation, the T-6 is known by a variety of designations, depending on the model and operating air force. The United States Army Air Corps designated it as the AT-6, the United States Navy the SNJ, the British Commonwealth Air Forces the Harvard, and the name by which it is best known outside the U.S. starting in 1948, the new United States Air Force designated the T-6, with the U.S. Navy following in 1962. It remains a popular warbird aircraft used for air show demonstrations and static displays, and has been used many times to simulate various Japanese aircraft, including the Mitsubishi A6M0, in movies depicting World War II in the Pacific. A total of 15,495 T-6s of all variants were built. So yeah, a really historic aircraft, obviously a very important aircraft in the fact of training pilots and stuff like that, but its service history is quite impressive, going back to before the start of World War II, training pilots during World War II, and even training pilots well into the kind of the Cold War era, Vietnam, Korean War, and all that stuff. So definitely a really historic aircraft in that aspect, and definitely had a really long service life. So fun to build, really nice aircraft, and happy to get it out for you guys. And I do think it is a really cool one. It's going to make a really good addition to basically, I know some of you guys like to build museums, and others of you maybe want to build these, maybe training type situation or something like that, or even make it a standard warplane. I mean, you can pretty much do a lot of things with this aircraft, and overall it's a pretty cool one. So let's go ahead and move into taking a look at it and see what we got going on here. So we have two versions here. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to build here. But as you can see, we have one that's in a complete kind of silver color, and then we have one that's in a yellow. Personally, we're going to be building the one in the yellow. You can kind of see pictures online of basically it's split 50-50. Some are the silver color, some are the yellow color. So it's really split in that sense. But it's kind of up to you guys. You guys can easily choose, and all it really requires is you using different blocks in place of what we're using. But I think I'm going to be going with the yellow. We don't have too many yellow aircraft, really, if any at all. So it's kind of a nice contrast, a different style of build, and really kind of shows it's a trainer and something a little bit different. So it kind of stands out. Anyway, starting off with, we have obviously the props here in the front, pretty standard engine housing and all that stuff. As you work your way back, we have the cockpit here, which would be for both basically a pilot and a instructor, most likely. And obviously the tail here, horizontal stabilizers. You have the wings to both sides here, and that's really about it for the aircraft. It's a pretty nice, simple aircraft, and definitely going to be a cool addition to your worlds. At least that's it for this overview. Let's go and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and getting started. Now, a few things I want to mention for this tutorial is, if you're completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way we're going to be structuring this is we're going to be doing half on camera, half off. What this means, and you'll see for the first few layers, it kind of will make a little bit more sense, is we're going to basically build half the layer on camera, and then the other half will be up to you guys to copy. Since this aircraft is perfectly symmetrical, whatever we do on one side will be done to the other side. So just keep that in mind as we progress through this build, and it's overall pretty straightforward and simple. Also, this is only for the in-flight model, as the landed version of this aircraft would set an angle and would require a different model altogether. This is only for the in-flight model. So again, just throwing it out there for some of you guys in case you're asking. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Let's go ahead and move into it. So to begin with, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood trapdoor. Now note that these are all on the top, or will be the bottom portion of a block, the blocks above it. So you want to make sure they're at this level. So for example here, we want them at that level and not down here at this level. So make sure that is correct here. We're going to start off with a dark oak wood trapdoor, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 birchwood trapdoors. We're then going to go ahead and go to the sides here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 birchwood trapdoors, and then out to the sides here again, and we're going to go and do 1 and 2. And you're going to take that over here on this side and copy it over to the other side, so you should get something that looks just like this here for the base of the aircraft. Once you have that done, that's it for layer 1. Pretty straightforward stuff. And with that, we're going to move on to our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and go to this dark oak wood trapdoor in the front here. We're going to place down a black concrete block. Coming off of it, we're going to place down a birchwood slab going forward from the concrete block. And then back from the black concrete block, we're going to take our yellow concrete. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks back. If you do plan on building this aircraft in the kind of silver coloring here, you will want to be using iron trapdoors here for the bottom, and also polished andesite stairs, slabs, and full blocks instead of what we're going to be using here for the yellow color. So just throwing out there, probably should have mentioned that a little bit earlier, but just again, want to make sure that that was understood. But yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yellow concrete blocks, 2 birchwood top slabs going back from it. From this, we're going to go and then skip back 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on the end here. We can go and then delete those blocks as we will not be needing those later. After that, we're going to take our birchwood stairs coming off the black concrete block. We're going to place down a birchwood upside stair, followed by 1 stair going forward from it. That should be coming off the birchwood top slab. Going back from the stair, we're going to go and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow concrete blocks, birchwood stair, another stair coming off it, so you have a corner stair and a regular stair just like that. After that, we're going to go and then place down a skeleton skull coming off the stair, followed by a sandstone wall, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 yellow concrete blocks back. After that, we're going to then place down a birchwood slab, like that, come off that row of yellow concrete. Again, once that's done, we're going to place down a birchwood upside down stair here in the front. Going back from it, we're going to take our black concrete, we're going to place down 1 and 2 black concrete blocks, followed by another brick stair that's going to be facing this direction. And then after the nether brick stair, we're going to place down a nether brick slab, like so. After that, we're going to go and place down a birchwood top slab coming off this birchwood upside down stair, followed by 1 and 2 yellow concrete blocks back. We're going to place down a birchwood stair like so, and then a birchwood slab coming off the stair. We're going to go ahead and go off this birchwood slab in the front here, place down another slab to the side, then 1 and 2 yellow concrete blocks back, a birchwood stair, and a birchwood slab, just like that. Again, once that's done, we want to go ahead and then place down a birchwood slab that's going to be coming off this yellow concrete block, so just like that, and then coming off of it, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor going forward. Back from the slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 more, so you have a row of 4 of birchwood slabs, just like that. Going ahead and go off the side of this birchwood slab, we're going to place down another slab to the side, birchwood trapdoor going forward, and then 1, 2, so you have a row of 3 of birchwood top slabs, and then a birchwood trapdoor there on the end. After that, we're going to place down another birchwood slab here to the side, followed by 1 and 2 back, so you have a row of 3, another birchwood trapdoor right down the end. And then going ahead and go to the tip here, we're going to place down 1 and 2 birchwood trapdoors, and then 1 coming off like that. So you get something that looks like this here from up above. And obviously what we did on the right side here, you're going to take it over to the left side, and you'll get a design that looks just like this. So this is what it looks like from a top-down view, and that right there will complete what we have here for layer 2. With that, let's move on to our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a black concrete block on top of this one right here, so from the previous layer right here. And then coming off here, we're going to place down 2 stone brick walls going forward, and then a skeleton skull there on the tip. We then want to take our yellow concrete, we're going to place down 2 yellow concrete blocks back, a stone brick upside down stair, nether brick slab, black concrete block, nether brick slab, black concrete block, and this will be a little bit for the interior of the aircraft, just so it's not completely blank when you look in there. After that, we're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 yellow concrete blocks, and then 2 birchwood top slabs going back, just like that. And also on the bottom here of this last yellow concrete block, we're going to go and place down a lever and flick it backwards like that to connect it up to the wither skeleton skull, like so there for the back wheel. Going out to the sides here, we're going to go and place down a birchwood trapdoor on top of the stair, opened up to the side there like that, followed by a black concrete block going back from it. We then want to go ahead and take our yellow concrete, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 yellow concrete blocks back, followed by 1, 2, and 3 sandstone walls back. Again, going ahead and going to the sides here, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor coming off this one here, followed by a second trapdoor after it, and then a wither skeleton skull coming off a yellow concrete block. For the wings themselves, we're going to place down 2 birchwood trapdoors right here, 2 dark oak wood trapdoors. We then want to go ahead and take our birchwood trapdoors, we're going to place down 1 and 2, come off this dark oak wood trapdoor here. After that, we're going to then place down a birchwood button, followed by another 2 birchwood trapdoors to the side, and then come off the second birchwood trapdoor, we're going to go 1 over like so. We're going to take our birchwood buttons, we're going to go ahead and then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 birchwood buttons here, and then 1, 2, 3 in this location like so. After that, we're going to go ahead and then take our birchwood slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down 2 birchwood slabs, come out those 2 birchwood trapdoors right there, and then we're going to place down another row of 2 like that going out to the side there, and then a third row of 2 just like that. And then coming off the slabs here on the back, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 of these smooth stone slabs like that going across there. We then want to go ahead and go up to top slabs. We're going to place down 2 birchwood top slabs like that. We're going to go ahead and then place down a smooth stone top slab here on the back of it, and then we want to go ahead and then place down an additional 2 birchwood top slabs, come off those 2 birchwood top slabs like that, so you create something that looks like that there for your wings. And just to finish it off so we don't have to worry about it later, we're going to go ahead and place down birchwood buttons here on those birchwood top slabs like that, and it'll be done here on both sides. Also in the corner space here, coming off the smooth stone slab, we're going to place down a skeleton skull coming off that top slab like that to kind of help round our wings out a little bit better. And anyways, that's what our wings look like from up above here, and that right there will wrap up what we have for our wings and what we have for layer number 3 for the build. Anyways, with that, let's go move into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and place down a black concrete block on top of this one here in the middle, followed by a birchwood top slab coming off it toward the front. We then want to go ahead and go back from the black concrete block, placing down a second black concrete block, yellow concrete, and then a polished andesite block, a dark oak fence gate, black concrete block, skip a space, and then on top of this black concrete block here, we're going to place down another block that goes up, and then going back from the block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 yellow concrete blocks like that going all the way back, and it should overhang past this birchwood top slab by 1. After that, we're going to then go to this birchwood trapdoor. On top of it, we're going to place down a birchwood stair, followed by a second birchwood stair back, and then another brick top slab coming off the side here of this black concrete block. We then want to go and place down a birchwood sign coming off the side of this top slab. After that, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow concrete blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 sandstone walls. After that, we're going to go ahead and then place down 1 and 2 birchwood upside down stairs going back, and then we want to place down a skeleton skull like that coming off the birchwood trapdoor. Once that's done, coming off the 2 birchwood upside down stairs, we're going to place down 2 birchwood top slabs. We're going to go ahead and then place down a birchwood trapdoor that goes back like so, then 1 out to the side here, and then 1 birchwood trapdoor that comes back off that one, and then come off this birchwood trapdoor, another one out to the side there, just like that. So you should get something that looks like that there for your horizontal stabilizers so far. And with that out of the way, we're going to go and then go to the sides of the aircraft, and basically all we need to do now is to make these banners. Now I'll be linking a tutorial down in the description that shows you guys how to make the numbered and letter banners. All you're going to be doing is making black letters on a yellow banner, or if you're doing the trainer version, you can do basically black letters on gray banners. And that will show you guys how to make these letters. If you want to basically make your own letters, your own designations for these aircrafts, you can go ahead and do so. And that tutorial will show you guys how to do them. I use that tutorial for making my banners all the time, so it's a good tutorial and works really well for those banners. I will be showing you guys how to do this little symbol right here, which is really straightforward to do. So with that, let's go ahead and move into this symbol. And if you need to, you can pause the video here and make your numbered banners here. But basically, to cover where they're positioned, you're going to position on this yellow concrete block. We have a dash here. You don't have to use a dash. You can do whatever you want here. And then we have the 1, 5. So you have room for basically 4 numbers here, or 4 letters, whatever you want to do. 2 letters, 4 numbers, or 2 letters, 2 numbers, whatever you want to do. But basically, this will be positioned on both sides here. And one thing to mention is make sure that you have it right reading, left from right. So we're going to start on the sandstone wall on this side, dash, 1, and 5. So as you can see, it reads left to right and left to right. So again, just make sure that's correct there on both sides, and let's go and move in real quick to showing you guys how to make this banner design here. Alright guys, so moving into making this banner, it's super simple. All we're going to do is need to grab 2 banners and 4 yellow dye. We're going to go and go into our loom. We're going to take our first banner, place it down in our loom, and we want to go ahead and first start off by taking our yellow dye, and we're going to dye the bottom left square corner like that. We're going to go and grab our banner, We're going to go put that banner back into the loom, and we're going to then do the top left corner, yellow dye, so we have the banner look something like this. We're going to then go over here and do the same thing with this banner, this time though on the right side, so bottom right, and then top right. And we get two banners that look just like this, and we can go and then place them down on the aircraft. So we're going to place them down here on these two sandstone walls, just like that. And that'll be done on both sides of the aircraft, and that's all you need to do for the banners. Pretty straightforward. Again, look at the tutorial and put these numbered banners on. Definitely adds some good detail to the aircraft itself. And feel free to change them up. You don't have to do the same thing I can do. You can do G-08 or whatever you really want to do. That was just based off the picture I saw. So feel free to go crazy with it. Anyways, that's it for layer 4. Let's move into layer number 5. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer 5. For these last few layers here, we're going to be just doing it all together as it's really straightforward stuff, so nothing too complex, so we'll just do it all together. Anyways, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and place down a black carpet on top of this birchwood top slab. We then want to take our daylight detector, a dark oak wood trapdoor, we place down a dark oak wood trapdoor, another brick wall, and then our daylight detector. We then want to take our light gray stained glass. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 light gray stained glass blocks back, and then we're going to take our light gray stained glass panes and place down light gray stained glass panes here to the sides. So just like that. We then want to go ahead and place down a daylight detector here on the back, followed by 1 and 2 birchwood trapdoors going back. We're then going to place down a sandstone wall, followed by 1, 2, and 2 yellow concrete blocks, and then another sandstone wall on the end here. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a birchwood button, and on both sides of the second yellow concrete block, we're going to place down a birchwood button there to both sides. Also, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some yellow carpet, and for the horizontal stabilizer on top of the trapdoors and birchwood top slabs and upside down stairs, we're going to place down yellow carpet everywhere we can. So we should get something that looks like that there for the horizontal stabilizers. And anyways, that right there is going to do it there for layer number 5. With that, we're going to move into our final layers here, which are going to be layers 6, 7, and 8. And we'll basically finish off the aircraft. So with that, let's go and move into layers 6, 7, and 8. Alright guys, so moving into our final layers, we have layers 6 through 8. For these layers here, to go ahead and get started, we're going to go to this narrow brick wall here in the front. We're going to place down 2 narrow brick fence posts that go up from it like so. We then want to go ahead and go from the fence post on top of this light gray stained glass block, the second one, we're going to place down a narrow brick slab on top of it, followed by 1, 2, and 3 back, so you have a row of 4 there, like so. After that, we're going to go and go to the tail. We're going to go ahead and go up from the yellow concrete blocks, 2 more yellow concrete blocks, a birchwood button on both sides of the second block, and then a sandstone wall going up like so. We then want to place down another yellow concrete block up like this, birchwood button on both sides, and then a sandstone wall like that coming off the yellow concrete block going forward. And then on the very tip here of the horizontal stabilizer, we're going to place down the vertical stabilizer, we're going to place down a birchwood slab there on top. Now at this point right here, it kind of depends on what Minecraft version you have. If you are on Java or on a version where you can get barrier blocks, we're going to be taking barrier blocks and running a row of barrier blocks starting on top of this this nether brick fence post and running all the way back here until we get to our birchwood slab like so. And then underneath this, we can go and take stone buttons, and we're going to run a row of stone buttons here underneath the barrier blocks, like so. Now, if you're on a version that does not have barrier blocks, you can go and use iron bars, maybe run a row of iron bars from this nether brick fence post all the way back to this sandstone wall. But definitely, if you have the buttons there, it's going to look the best for sure. Anyways, that right there is going to complete layers 6 and 7, and the last thing we need to do is put the props on the aircraft. So this, again, is really straightforward. All we're going to be doing is we're going to go to this stone brick block here, or stone brick wall here. We're going to go up to the side here, a nether brick stair, a second nether brick stair, and then a birchwood slab like that. And then down here, we're going to go ahead and take our stairs, and we're going to go down with a upside down stair, and then a birchwood top slab there on the bottom. And that right there is going to pretty much finish the aircraft, the T-6 Texan, and that right there is all we got to do. So anyways, that's it for the T-6 Texan trainer aircraft. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put to good use if you do end up using this design. I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for this build. This can be anything from a silent build, link to my channel, or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. Just be sure to give proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for in doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it gets you to keep me inspired to keep on posting this type of content. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. And that, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as we guaranteed before, and I'll see you guys next time.